Hey guys, welcome to another video. I know it's a little bit later for me to post this predictions video, but I just got home from work like about an hour ago, a little more than that. So obviously today I'm doing my Night of Champions predictions video. Now, however, the show is literally on as I am filming this video, like as we speak. Like when while I'm talking and saying these words and doing this video, you know what I mean. The show is literally on right now. But like I said, I was working today and I didn't get home until like almost an hour and a half ago. So it's like 4:21 right now. The show started 2:30 and I got off 3 o'clock. So I only missed a half hour of it. I only missed like the first match, but yeah, I'm the type of person that is like, if I'm gonna miss a show, like even if it's the first 10 minutes of a show, I will not watch it until I'm able to watch the entire show in one sitting. I don't like watching like the last 2 hours, like a few years ago, when Dancing with the Stars was on TV and it was on the same time as Raw. I used to watch the last 2 hours of Raw and then I would watch the first hour of Raw the next day, and I hated that. I did it, but I hated it. Now, like, if I miss a show, even if it's just the first 2 minutes, not 2 minutes, 20 minutes or whatever, I will not watch like the rest of it and then watch the first bit that I missed like the next day. I always watch it in its entirety. You know what I mean? Like, I always wait until I'm able to watch the entire show, like the entire show in one sitting. You know what I mean? So I think the show is over in like an hour. I don't know which match is on now. Again, I'm not watching it right now. But yeah, the show, it's supposed to end 5:30 and it's like almost 4:30 now, so I think it's over in like another hour or so. So, but obviously I've seen episodes of Raw, SmackDown, whatever, and I've seen a bunch of pay-per-views that went overtime. Like half hour, 45 minutes overtime. So I recorded it, but just in case it went overtime, I recorded an extra hour onto it so I can watch it and like make sure I watch the entire show instead of it cutting off halfway through the last match, because that happened last time. I missed a show and I had to go back and watch it. It cut off during the last match because it went overtime and I recorded it. So I have not seen any spoilers yet. That's what I also always try to do as well when I miss a wrestling show like Raw, SmackDown, or pay-per-views, whatever. If I'm recording it and I watch it when I can, I try to avoid all results of the entire show. I try my hardest, my absolute hardest, to like find out who won, who returned, if anybody returned, who turned heel or face, if anybody turned heel or face. I try to avoid anything to do with the show possible. The only things that I don't mind like looking at on Twitter or Facebook is what match is on currently. Like, I found out that the first match of the show was Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. That is the only thing. And also Trish and Lita was on, or not Trish and Lita, oh my goodness, Trish and Becky was on like second or third match. So those are the only things I know. I don't know who won between Seth and AJ, Becky, or Trish. I know nothing besides that. So yeah, so right now I'm succeeding at trying to avoid those results, but yeah, I figured I'll make this video before I start getting spoilers, because I love making predictions and results videos on here. So yeah, I'm rambling. I'm just going to jump right into it. I posted my blog last night, so all my predictions I'm reading off of there as usual. So the first match confirmed, not in order, so far, is Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles for the new World Heavyweight title. I think Seth Rollins is going to win because Triple H has said before that the new title is exclusive to Raw. Seth is on Raw, AJ's on SmackDown, so having AJ win wouldn't make sense to me. Having Seth win would make more sense to me in general, because one, he's He's on Raw. AJ is not. Again, the title is exclusive to Raw and Raw only. So, also, AJ doesn't really need it. He has a faction he's doing pretty well with, the OC. He does pretty well on his own, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, it just makes more sense for Seth to win the title to me. The next match is Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. I think Cody Rhodes is going to win by disqualification. I think Brock Lesnar is going to beat him up more than he has in the past few weeks, or use chairs, kendo sticks, etc. Either way, I just think this match is going to end in a DQ. But if I had to pick, I would pick Cody. The next match is Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns. I think this is the last match, because I was at work today and I saw like a tweet about it that this is the last match of the night. So if this is the last match, I'm expecting, like, before I found out which match was first and last, and like the order of the card, I figured that AJ and Seth would be last just because they're fighting for a new title. So, but since Solo and Roman and Sami and Kevin are last for the titles, I'm thinking either something big. I'm thinking something big is going to happen. Like Solo and Roman are going to win the titles, or the Usos are going to turn on them and leave the bloodline. I don't know. But with that match being last, I'm expecting something big to happen. Even if it is Solo and Roman winning the titles, which I really hope not. Roman already has 2. He doesn't need another 2. Especially since he's held those other 2 titles for 1,000 days already. Come on. He doesn't need another title to prove his dominance. He's proved it enough, obviously, since he's been champion for 1,000 days now. So, but anyway, moving on. It is for the Undisputed Tag Team titles. I think Sami and Kevin will win because it honestly wouldn't make sense for them to lose the titles, especially this soon after a huge win at WrestleMania in April. Honestly, it doesn't make sense for them to lose it. I also think that something is going to happen between the bloodline to cause Roman and Solo to lose. So, like, the Usos could turn on them, or the Usos... oh my gosh, where did that come from? The Usos, English, the Usos could come out and try to help Roman and Solo win, but that could backfire and they could cause them to lose. I don't know. I just think something is going to happen between the bloodline. Also, as good as Solo and Roman are, I will be kind of pissed if they win. Obviously, Roman is my guy. He's been my top favorite since I became a wrestling fan when I was like 14 years old in 2016. But I will be kind of pissed if they win. Like, does Roman really need another title? Like I said, when he's already held on to 2 titles for almost 1,000 days. Really? Come on. The next match is Gunther versus Mustafa Ali, and it's for the Intercontinental Championship. First of all, before I get into my prediction for that, I am super, super freaking happy that Ali is finally getting a shot for a title. I don't care if it's the United States title, even for the 24/7 title, which I don't even think that's a thing anymore. But moving on, he really deserves to get a shot at any title, so I'm glad he's finally getting that shot. Even if it is against a beast like Gunther, but at least he's getting a shot. Whatever. However, I think Gunther is going to win because this is only Ali's first shot, and unfortunately, I really don't see him beating Gunther. I mean, come on. You got Mustafa Ali, who isn't really being pushed right now, even though he should, because he's incredible. And then you got a beast like Gunther, especially with the other members of Imperium at his side. Do y'all really think Mustafa's going to win? I really don't see that happening. Although I would love that, though. The next match is Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the Raw Women's title. I think Bianca Belair is going to win, simply because I feel like Asuka doesn't really need the win right now. That's kind of a dumb reason, but I just don't see Asuka winning right now. So, the next match is Rhea Ripley versus Natalya for the SmackDown Women's title. I think Rhea is going to win simply because I feel like Natty was just thrown into this match and there wasn't much of a storyline built for it. Like, Rhea started attacking, I can't remember who it was, Shotzi or something, and then Natalya came in and boom, match made. Like, there was nothing going on between Natty or Rhea beforehand, so I just feel like Natty was just kind of thrown into this match. There's that. The final match confirmed. I don't see any more matches being announced before the show because, like I said, there's only an hour left before the show is over, unless there's like an impromptu match, like within this last hour of it. But the next and final one is Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus, which I know this match already happened because when I got home from work, my mom and my nan was watching it. So they were on when I got home from work. So that was like a good hour ago, so I'm sure that match ended by now. But I've been hearing that WWE wants to continue this feud until SummerSlam. If that's the case, I feel like having Trish defeat Becky could be the way to do it. Either way, I feel like whoever wins, it could be the best way to go about it. But anyway, because with Trish being a heel, she could defeat Becky and just keep bragging about it, and Becky could be like super annoyed with her, and then yeah, Becky could ultimately win this entire feud at SummerSlam. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Those are my predictions. Again, I have not seen any spoilers like who won what match or anything like that. So hopefully I won't see any before I end up watching the full show. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more content from me, and I will see you guys next week for my Night of Champions results. Bye guys.